Alright guys, welcome back once again to another PGA Tour 2K21 video, and today we're going to be trying our hand at the Copperhead course at the Innisbrook Resort. So this is the next stop on the PGA Tour, beginning today actually. So we are going to see how we get on it. So leaving everything at default as we always do, so the fairways are normal, the greens are firm, and the green speed is medium slow. You don't see that too often actually, so that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for us. But pin set number 1 as we always do, and master swing difficulty. Let's have a look at the tee options. We have 5, but we will swing from the black tees, 7,285 yards. But yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully we can have a decent round. It has been quite a while since I played this course actually, so I'm excited to trying it out again. But as always, if you do enjoy the videos guys, I would really appreciate you leaving a thumbs up down below.
Let's do this.
I would appreciate that a lot.
Time to drop this in the fairway.
Let's see if we can get off to a good start here. A par 5 to start off. As I said, been a while since I played this, so my memories of the golf course and the layout won't be great, to be honest.
Whoa,
it's a pretty good drive. It's more than pretty good actually. Got a perfect and a laser swing line. That won't last forever though. So we'll take that when we get them.
And
perfect with the start.
20 to go from here.
Okay, so maybe a tiny bit of hurt in that wind, but I still think this should be enough. 3 wood is obviously way too much. Let's try and hit the hybrid. Hopefully get another good tempo. Swing line wasn't quite as good, but we did get a perfect. This could be really good, you know. And it is really good. We have a chance for eagle on the first hole. Couldn't have played this hole much better so far, and yeah, I have to get the putt now.
This one's on a good line.
Wow. I did underhit it a little bit. I meant to hit a firm, but
alright, let's get a birdie and get out of here.
Surprised how much that swung to the right, but we'll have to settle for the birdie. As I said, a very well played hole. Just a poor putt in the end, unfortunately. We probably deserved the birdie, but you don't always get what you deserve, so we'll have to settle for bird. Right.
I've seen you swing.
I'll be honest, there were a few bad thoughts in my head there. I was worried about a slow with that water down the right, so it's not a good shot, but the lesser of two evils, you'd have to say, hitting it fast. This wind will help us out, so we don't have to go anywhere near the limbs of the trees. Oh my god, that's a red slow. Okay. So after 2 perfects on the first hole, we've thrown in a couple of poor shots there, so
setting up for
just need to get that out of our head now. Put a good bit of run out on that. It wasn't a good lie, so
positive thoughts. Let's save par.
I was thinking I needed more, but talked myself into hitting pitch and wedge chip.
Going towards that hole.
It's a good firm putt, a little bit too firm, but thankfully it hits the middle of the cup, so we stay 1 under par.
And after that one, you'll stay at 1 under. Wind is
yeah, I'd be interested to see who wins there this week in the real life event. Obviously Cameron Smith won the Players Championship. Finished on Monday, actually a Monday finish. The weather they got at the start of their week last Thursday and Friday was absolutely horrible. It more reminded me of Ireland more than Florida, to be honest, the weather they were getting. It's a good drive there, find the fairway.
Second shot here on the third.
I actually can't remember who won the last time. I know Paul Casey won 2 years in a row this event, but I'm pretty sure that was a few years back when he did that, so as I said, interested to see. It'll be interesting to see actually how many of the top players play, because we're only 3 weeks away from the Masters now, which I'm sure we're all excited about. I know I am. That wind has taken me a lot more than I thought it would. Once again, it was a good strike at the very least.
Nice approach.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Masters. It's going to be really,
up 19 feet
really great to have that again. See if we can roll this putt in. It's not a bad effort, you know.
Oh, this one could drop.
Oh, on a fraction more pace, we would have had that. I think I had the right line. I just underhit it a tiny bit. Would have had it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. Let's see
Alright,
what
par
happens here
3.
on hole number 4.
Is this going to be enough? Might just de-lofted a touch. I just feel like 5 iron is a little bit too much. A little bit of a slow though. That's going to come up short.
A little too far to the right on
or
the
will
approach,
we get a bounce forward? We do actually get a little bounce forward. I thought that was going to stick in the rough when I was watching it in the air, but it's actually worked out alright.
For your birdie.
Greens are slow, but I've been tending to just hit the putts a little bit too firm at times. I felt like a better pace.
Oh, come on, get in.
Really good pace right in the middle.
Yes, in
Second birdie of the round. We will take that. Nice little 2 on the scorecard as well.
To have another look at that shot.
The snake pit. I was trying to think of the term. Obviously, you have the Green Mile, and what's the other one? The Bear Trap at the Honda Classic. I knew there was sort of like a term for the stretch of holes on this golf course, but I just couldn't think of it. But there we see it, the snake pit.
Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one.
Alright, once again,
Here's
another
nice
par 5.
par 5.
This one, I can remember this hole. I'm pretty sure this is not reachable. Yeah, there you go, 604 yards. There's a par 5, I think, at Eastlake. I could be wrong, but it reminds me of this as well. Long uphill second shot. That's a tiny slow, but to be honest, you won't get much closer to a perfect, so hopefully... I was going to say hopefully we'd be in the light rough at the very least.
Sorry about that. Ended
missed
up in
the
the
fairway.
rough.
Couldn't reach anyway, but it's going to make this hole
second shot on this 5th hole
more difficult than it already was. Just have to knock it back into play. Have a long third shot
in the fairway.
Downhill, but a good wind into us.
Our 3rd shot.
Oh, I felt that one. There can be no doubt she can hit a red fast or a red slow sometimes and not be sure how he got it, but
off on that approach.
I'd be the first to admit that was all me. Not a good shot. That's worked out pretty decent. Would have liked it a little bit closer, but I was afraid of hitting it too far.
Looking good.
Thankfully we did partial it despite the poor light. So in the end, it's always disappointing the par 5, but
still at 2
considering the shots we hit, we probably didn't deserve any more.
Heads up, wind's going right to left
fairway
on
to hold this one. I'll try and shape this one quite a bit against the wind. But we've hit a red slow. Is that a cart path or sand? Doesn't matter, we're not going to hit it any. It looks like it is a cart path, but
we are in the deep stuff here.
Now we've got next to near impossible shot. Might need to try and hit it up over these trees and sling it back in. Tried my best to get it out.
Bound, I think
that's as good as we could have done from there, to be honest. Take your medicine, get it back in play.
Lead done. Ended up in the fairway after all.
Couldn't apply that much better. Thankfully, I didn't hit the 30-yarder. I was thinking about it, but
save possibly.
Just because of the uphill nature of the shot. But in the end, a very good up and down with the splash shot. Keeps us at 2 under par.
And you're 2 under par for the round.
All right, hole number 7.
Okay, let's see what you can do here on the 7th.
So I'm just going to try and shape this. It's a difficult wind, actually.
Oh my goodness, just annihilated.
See the ball just turning slightly into that wind, and that will do nicely. Should hold on to the right edge of the fairway. Which we do.
About 125 to the pin.
Is that going to be enough? A bit of deal off just to make sure. Another fast.
Oh, a little too much club, I think.
I think it would have been pretty good, but we needed the perfect. In terms of distance, it looked pretty decent anyway. Do have a chance to chip this end up. Oh, I thought when I hit that fast it was going to miss, but in the end we could have done with hitting a little bit faster. Once again, have to settle for the par, keep us at 2 under.
And that'll do.
Second of the par 3's coming up. We've already birdied a par 3, so
keep you
I
at
don't know.
2 under for the
Maybe we
round.
can make it back-to-back 2s.
Blowing
On
left to
second
right
thought,
on this
never
one.
mind. It's a long one. It's not even enough. Wow. The partial driver, I think. Which is not easy. Yeah, red slow, not easy.
And your
Still
approach
way
is
too
headed
far
right at the
anyway.
pin.
Only wanted to hit that about 80%, but
Well, that
tough to get the
approach kinda
partials
missed
right.
the mark a little bit.
Dodgy little place here now as
Second
well.
shot here on hole number 8.
Never tell how these are going to come out. Sometimes they fly out, sometimes they barely make it. See, that one came out. Even though I underhit it in terms of power, it still came out really well.
Okay, this one is
So
for
you
the
never
par.
quite know what you're going to get from the rough in this game. But I suppose when you think about it, that's pretty realistic. You never know what you're going to get from the rough in real life golf either. I can promise you that.
Well done.
Once again, another putt hit a little bit too firm, but it does go in.
And
But I
Kirk
mentioned a
sitting
few
at 2
videos
under
ago
par.
that I've been struggling a lot in real life with my
Team
golf.
now
Thankfully,
on
my
hole
last few
number
games have
9.
been pretty good as we go into the summer here in Ireland, and been playing off 5 for the last. I finished last year on 5 after getting down to a handicap of 5, so hopefully I can stay in and around that, maybe even get a little bit lower again, which would be nice. But finally, the last couple of games started to hit the ball a little bit better again in real life. There's a perfect drive.
Looking good off the tee.
Couldn't have placed it out there any
Setting
better.
up here about, I'd say 100 yards out.
Don't like hitting the pitches though. This is going to be obviously too much. I wonder if I max. This might not work, but I just want to see. It's not something you would do often. Never mind. Oh, it's only a tiny slow. I thought that was going to be a really
Maybe
big
a
slow.
nice bounce to the left.
Yeah, we took way too much off of it. Not a bad
Nice
shot though,
stroke on
not
the
pill putt
green.
at least.
All right, good luck with this 15-footer. Putt appears to be online.
Oh, and that one just slips out. Just didn't give it quite enough
Okay,
break.
time
That's
to
a pity.
finish
That
up
would have
on
been
this
a
one.
that would have been a nice way to
And
finish
let's
out
see
the
what
front
scorecard
9 with a
says.
birdie. So 2 birdies and the 7 pars. So not bad.
All right, still
Playing okay.
2
Just
under.
thrown in too many funny
And
shots,
the wind
particularly with
will be a
wedges and
factor
stuff.
on this one,
Should be
blowing
able to
right
hit the ball
into our
closer,
face.
really.
Oh my goodness, you lit it
Overall,
up
the
on
driving's
that
been
drive.
pretty
Just
good though.
absolute power.
It's just the wedges for some reason. It's been like that for the last
This is about 160
couple of months.
to the pin.
Anytime I play on Master, just tend to struggle with the wedges. Once again, it's not a huge slow, but you're going to be
We
punished
get a kick
heavily
left.
when you don't get perfect. So
Okay, you're on the
once
green.
again, just not
with a
hitting it
fair amount
close
of real
enough.
estate to cover now.
Here we go. This
And
one
we
for
scare
birdie.
the hole with one of these long putts finally. This is not a bad effort, you know.
Looking
Turns.
super. Ooh, bad luck there.
Jesus, 2 lip outs in a row
Okay,
on
let's
9 and
finish up.
10. That one was quite a harsh one though.
Nice tap.
Not quite sure how far away we were. I didn't look, but would have been a really nice birdie to make. Once
200
again, a
par for the
fraction
day
too
after
hard,
that.
maybe.
Let's see how this goes. Par
Aye.
5 hole.
Par 5 does not look reachable. Not with this wind, and it's 571 yards downhill, but you would need a wind behind you to reach.
Oh, this shot's
That's not
cooking.
what you want. Definitely not reaching now, and I don't think we could reach one way or another. Come out. Of course, it goes
Okay,
in
we're in the
between.
deep
Light
rough.
rough is fine, bunker
Careful.
is fine, heavy rough, nothing fine about it. Try and chop this around the corner. Tell you what, that's not actually a bad shot from where I was. I'll take that.
Well, I'm just glad to be out of the deep stuff. This is good.
And this is your 3rd shot.
Need to start hitting these though again. I said hit a lot of bad shots with wedges. That was better. Don't think I've quite judged the wind though.
Oh, this one might be a little bit long, but let's see what happens.
I know I did put a good bit of
What
D
did
loft
I
on
tell
that.
ya?
Obviously,
These things are
far
neat.
too much in the end.
And this one's your 4th.
At least we hit a good dot. That wasn't very good. A red slow.
Way to chip that one close. Well done.
It's again another
Yeah,
boring old par. We've had a lot of them. 9 of them in total now.
And that has kept you at
Are we
2
gonna
under par.
eventually gonna make another
Careful
birdie?
out there. We got a tailwind blowing.
Yeah, I think we have to go for this. Thankfully,
Oh,
I
this
think,
tee
yeah, it's
shot
going to be
should
fine. It
work.
was only a tiny slow.
Okay,
Thankfully.
second shot here on the 12th.
Come on, here. I feel like this should be pretty good, you know. Yeah. It should be good with a gap wedge. It shouldn't sit down too quickly, which it didn't.
5-foot putt coming up. Looking pretty
We
good.
do eventually make our third birdie of the round.
Grab
We've
that
had to wait a long time, but a well played hole in the end.
3 under for the round.
It's again another long par 3. Well in between clubs. 4 are not enough. This way too much. You don't want to be partial in shots with water around you. I'm just going to have to max loft this pretty much, I think. Well, not quite max, but not far off it. Fast here, definitely the lesser of two evils, I think. Yeah. It's going to be in the
I think we're
4
going
left.
here.
Not going to hit anybody. Hit the oak.
Yeesh.
Yeah, didn't hit it hard enough though.
Here's our second shot on the 13th.
It's an awkward little shot now, actually, down the hill. I feel like this should be enough if it gets on the green. More than enough, actually. Not bad,
Alright,
not
here's
bad.
a
That wasn't an
7-foot
easy
putt.
shot, to be fair.
There's
And we
your
do
par.
save the par. I take par on that hole. That's not easy. We were well in between clubs.
Yeah, 3 under par for the day.
Just could not afford to hit a slow
Nice
there. Another
tailwind
par
on
5.
this hole. See what you can do with that.
571. Might have a chance this time of reaching, but we need a good drive. That's not great,
Come on
but
now,
it
give us a
should be
nice
good
little
enough.
fairway lie.
Wasn't a good swing line, and we did hit it tiny fast,
And we're
but
somewhere around 240
no problems. Yeah, we
from
can
the pin.
comfortably reach. Going to be actually too long with this even. Yeah, going to be way too long. Oh, didn't play it that bad. This might work, will it? No, soft landing. Took a little bit too much off of it. Not a bad
Okay,
shot, though.
third
Not a
shot.
bad leave. 9-iron chip, these can go wrong, but I just feel like if a good bit of spin, this should sit down quick enough. Sat down very quick, actually. Too much spin.
Lining up an 8-foot
Left ourselves a
putt.
tough putt. A lot of swing in this one for such a short putt.
Oh man.
It's again just hitting the putts way too
And
firm.
you've got this left for par.
And them way
on this
too
one.
firm, so that's another par 5
Okay,
where we've
moving
only
on.
parred it. That's not what you need.
And it looks here.
3
like
out
that'll
of
keep
4
you
par
right there
5s,
at
now
3
we've
under.
parred them. Not
All
good
right,
enough.
tee this one up and stick it on that green out there.
It's again well in between clubs. Not the worst strike in the world, it's only a baby fast. Oh, not the best kick in the world, but it's again not the worst
Good
shot.
luck with your second here on the 15th.
This
For
time
the
we will
birdie.
finally make a chip in. We've
Nice
had
little chip
3,
in there.
if not
Don't get
4,
too
good
cocky with
chances
that,
of
though.
chipping in. And finally we
whoa,
do.
Whoa, whoa! I'm gonna need another look at that one.
And I think it is these 3 holes, 16, 17 and 18, that are known as the Snake Pit. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't know them as well as some of the other 3-hole stretches in golf, the likes of the Bear Trap and stuff.
Bringing things down to 4 under after that one. Might need a bit more club. We got a headwind on this hole.
Par 4, a lot of danger down the right. Left is not great either, but once again, lesser of 2 evils. Once again, we're going to be punished heavily there. That's going to be a water ball. Just about.
Well, that one's goodbye.
I wouldn't mind. I set it there on the tee. Lesser
Here's
2
our
evils,
third
and I
shot.
still hit it in the water. I should have made sure at least if I hit a bad one, it was a fast. Try a big sling and slice. Just overdid it a little bit too long anyway, but gives us an outside chance
On
of
the
par.
green with
It's a
much
pity now. Would have
work
liked
to
to have
do.
tried to keep a clean
And for
scorecard.
par.
Just made too many mistakes though. It's not going to stay up, is it? No, not quite. A little bit short of pace as well, so it will be our first bogey of the round, unfortunately. But
And
we got what we
let's
deserved
move
there.
on.
I said it on the tee, lesser of 2 evils was left, and then I go and hit a slow. Cardinal
Gone
sin.
up to 3 under par after that
2
one.
holes to go.
All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17. That swing was
I
to
think
die
pretty much
for.
every hybrid I've hit a little bit fast like that. It's not terrible, but
That's safe.
just can't seem to get the
This one's
perfect with the
24
hybrids.
feet away.
It's again a putt with a lot of swing in it. A lot of it is right at the hole as well.
Looking really good.
Just didn't give it enough. Breaks hard there at the hole, as I said.
Yeah, that was tough. Just
It's a
wound up
pity.
short.
Have to settle for the par.
All
See
right,
now if we
moving
can get a good
forward.
drive away on 18. I do remember the 18th quite well of this hole. Probably
makes you
better than any
3
other
under
hole,
today.
to be honest.
And hole number 18
It is a
in front of
scoreable
us.
par 4, so good drive. Give ourselves a chance of finishing with a birdie.
Quite the hook into this one.
That's not well. That is not good. Hopefully get a decent
All
lie
right,
in the
fairway
bunker.
Let's see what you got.
Not quite as good as I would have liked. Looks like we have quite a severe downslope at our feet. I don't think this is not a bad shot. It's just a little bit too far. 9 iron was the club.
It's tidy. All right, let's take this for birdie and peace out. What'd he say?
Tough putt now as well. A slick one down the hill. Pace hasn't been great on these slower greens, I have to say. Just like in real life golf, I prefer the fast greens. Not sure I've hit that. I think I've took too much off that. Yeah, way too
Oh,
much.
that putt'll end up short.
Way too much.
This one's 6 feet away. Jeez.
Then I missed that. I think that's
All
the
right.
story of the back
Now we
nine,
just gotta finish
unfortunately. That
Okay,
would be whatever about the
putt
other
drops,
bogey
and
where I
that
hit it
will
in
do
the
it
water.
for
That
your
one was
round.
just a little bit of impatience from me after leaving the first putt
And,
short. So
Good job out there.
pity to end our round like
Final
that, but
score.
an enjoyable
Well,
experience
on
at the
behalf of
Copperhead
myself
course
and the
as
team here at
always. Not my best stuff, only
Studios
2
and
under, but
2K Sports,
you
thanks
know,
for
I just
playing.
enjoy playing these
I had a
different
good fun.
courses on Master, and I hope you enjoy watching them as well. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please do drop a like. I would really appreciate that, and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and we'll be back for some more PGA Tour content very soon. Take care, guys. Peace out.